Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And the Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Buckeyes offense takes the field for the first time today. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming in this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
So now it's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. Got his man. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The time-honored phrase for a quarterback is field general. This dude, in this environment, he's like a stadium commander. He's like an elevated rank above field general.
He's like an orchestrator. He knows how to set them off and then bring it up and bring the excitement with the big plays and make it look easy time and time again. And that's why this offense is so impressive.
And guys, with the empty backfield on 2nd and short, might they take a shot here? Fires to the tight end. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. They're looking to pass from the red zone. It's complete to the left. Stop is made at the 8, but it'll be enough to set up a 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Wide out trying to get it in. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on 1st down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
They did a really good job of setting the tone and stringing that drive together. It was a long drive. They needed to convert some specific spots. They did it, and here's how they ended it, with physicality. Punching him in the mouth, opening this game with a statement, and they got the early lead.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Rutgers offense will take the field for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Hang on, Sloopy. The Buckeye crowd alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Sheffield. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. The Scarlet Knights are rolling down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He's going to be a little short. It'll be 4th down from the 44. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Trying to do it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting a big stop.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Dropping back, it's Sayin. He'll off one deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
As a defender, you always want the interception, you want the big play, but I love it when guys go and you can tell they're trying to bat the football down. They see it in the air. They know they can't catch it, know they can't make a play, but they make sure the receiver can as well. Nice play.
Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? He wants to throw it again. This time he's got it. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards in with it.
The Buckeyes kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Buckeyes! Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ball speed. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got a first down. Turning on the Jets. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it in the middle at Sheffield. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the Scarlet Knights will move the sticks with the first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Now on the option. He'll toss it. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got his man downfield. There he goes. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Looking to throw on first down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Moses, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoot, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
Here's the handoff. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. The Scarlet Knights will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. He spins that thing down the middle. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. QB draw. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
Offensive linemen love when you sneak in draws, when you sneak in screens. It holds these defensive linemen accountable. You want to rush the quarterback, you want to fly upfield every single play, we'll sneak right behind you and get some yardage.
And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on 3rd.
Converts on 4th down, still going. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
And the Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Smith. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. If you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
All right, defense, it ain't working, right? They're stringing together several 1st downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
The Buckeyes had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time.
How about that catch? Diving grab along the left sideline. Touchdown, Ohio State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all three facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver.
Man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job. Already built a huge lead. Now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking downfield on first down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line in the hurry up. Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Sheffield. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. With the catch, it's Duff. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Now on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock it down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Scarlet Knights decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Unloads it left. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Hey, quarterbacks got to understand, I know you got your favorites, and you're going to look out there and you're, that guy's really good. I'm going to find ways to get him, but I got to take what the defense gives me, and double coverage is probably not the avenue that I want to go attack consistently.
He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football, but based on the success they've had early in this game with 3 touchdowns already, playing with confidence, I think I'd just go for it.
Snagged out of the air. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. He'll start this drive firing. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Columbus for an entertaining first half than you? And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, we send it back to the guys in the shoe.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And he's going to bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Complete to start this drive.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Scarlet Knights with a second and short to keep this drive moving. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Pocket breaking down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And this defense is just simply not playing around. They've got a big lead, and they're not playing big prevent coverages, bend, don't break. They're just going to let this offense dink and dunk the ball down the field and waste time. Third play of the drive, they get a sack. They're staying aggressive, and they're getting after this quarterback.
The Scarlet Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. First snap of this drive comes from their own 44. Looking for a gap. It's ball. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Still running at the 40. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Leaves it with the running back. Nice move there.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. This dude is having a day, and with that one, he's halfway to Chase Young's 4-sack single-game record.
Go get it, young fella. Just quickness, speed off the edge, getting to the quarterback. You got to be relentless when you're chasing the quarterback. And Chase Young's record, if you can go get that, you go get that big fella, that superstar, woof, that would be a fun day.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Man, this defense is feasting. You can tell. They know they got the lead, and they know they have to pass. So they're pinning their ears back. They're bringing pressure. This offense, they have to do a better job, man. You got to protect your QB. Give him some time if you want to get back in this ball game.
And the Scarlet Knights will punt it away on 4th down. Now on the return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Complete downfield. What a throw. Not a lot of room. He fits it in beautifully, and they've got it at the 30.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself with the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. This play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got the back in the middle. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that touchdown Buckeyes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Toledo is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Bruce Gradkowski should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Ball State. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Wide receiver going in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Black. Oh, a lot of space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Off play action. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. The Scarlet Knights need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Weber. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. From the gun, the running back has it. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. He leaves it with his back. It's third down, and they've got to get it to the 33. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Campbell. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. And the Scarlet Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Just nowhere to go against it on third down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he's sacked. A big play on fourth down to stop this drive.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on fourth down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it wasn't blocked perfect, but the quarterback's got to have more sense of urgency.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this second and short. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
This offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now. They're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Scanning the field, it's Sayin. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Bought a little time, lets it go. This one's complete. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with second and short. They go to the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Quarterback may change this route. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Trying play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
A strike downfield. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They march 78 yards down the field. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Here he comes with the return. And the returner will be brought down.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have...
It's a running room.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
On the run, still looking. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. The Scarlet Knights with the 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Scarlet Knights are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. On the run, it's Raymond. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.